Alright, here's my first attempt at some soil cubes. Not great success with them coming up, but it's been so dry here. Trying to keep them hydrated is tough. But they're finally starting to sprout a little bit. But we have not had good rain since September, so that's been about 7 months, which is really rough. Alright, it's about time to tear down the winter garden and get ready for summer. Although this kale is doing good. The lettuce made it through. It got really cold, down into the 20s for several days, so it killed off a lot of stuff. But the Brussels sprouts are doing well. The oregano survived the winter. That's growing crazy. Cabbage was pretty anemic. Alright, so back behind our house, there's the back of the house. We built this chicken coop, and we're down to 3. We used to have 7, with the raccoons and the coyotes, and then our dogs. Our dogs got a couple. But I like the eggs. So the problem is these birds will fly over the little fence that we've put up. We've got these T-posts and just some chicken wire. So during the day when they're running around, sometimes they'll escape the fence. And then we run into problems with them being eaten. Just one egg. Our Rhode Island Red hasn't been laying very much lately. But the 2 board rocks give us some decent eggs. Here's the famous chicken killer. That's Sparky Dog. There's Lucas. Lucas doesn't bother the chickens at all. So the big, scary, mean-looking dog leaves the chickens alone. The sweet-looking little mutt is the chicken murderer. This is part of the compost pile. This is where we just pile things up so we get some brown, and then we'll put them in these bins here, mixed in with the green and the chicken poo. Chicken poo works great. That turns stuff into dirt faster than anything else. Here's a pecan tree we planted. I know it'll take forever for it to get big enough to give us pecans, but I like pecans. Hopefully I'll live long enough to see it. Over on the side of the yard, we planted some blackberries. So, growing, but just started to appear. Nothing we can eat yet. And then my wife stuck in several grapevines, a couple different types. So hopefully we'll get some grapes. Over here on the side of the house, we planted a fig tree. It's more of a bush right now. No figs yet, but it definitely made it through the winter. It was really stinking cold too. Our orange tree basically died down. We had to trim it, but now we've got some growth coming up, which is pretty good. So I'm excited about that. Now, my wife went a little nuts. She was at the store and bought a package of bush beans, and she's planted these things all over our yard. So, here with the ornamentals, we're going to have bush beans everywhere. There's more bush beans. This is right here by the front door. And the other thing we did this late winter, early spring is planted a peach tree, which amazingly enough We're starting to get a few peaches. Alright, here's the replacement troops. We've got 6 pullets that we will integrate into the chicken coop here once they're a little bit bigger. But they've probably tripled in size since we've got them. These things are growing like crazy. And here is the project for this weekend. We picked up 3 pounds of bees and a queen. So I'm going to build a top bar beehive and hopefully get these things transplanted. Never done it before. Hopefully I'm not too allergic to bees, but we'll find out, I guess. And boy, we've recruited a lot of bees from around the neighborhood. They are all over the place in here. So I don't know if they're attracted to the sugar water that we're spraying them, or whether they're just detecting the other bees or what, but it's freaking my daughter out. She can't stand flying, stinging insects. But hopefully this will turn out alright, and I won't kill myself and won't kill the bees.